Hi and welcome, legends. I see the price of Bitcoin, a nice little pump here to the upside. Today, we'll analyze the price of Bitcoin and go through some fundamental news around the world. Also, remember the 3 exchanges that I use to do my daily trading: Bybit, where you get a 20% fee reduction; Bluffin, where I'm going to start doing some copy trading soon; and 𝗞𝗍 with the lowest fees. Go down in the description right now. By signing up with these links, you qualify for the biggest bonuses and the lowest fees. Let's get right into the fundamental news. First up, Bitcoin is growing faster than the internet adoption. And here you can see, comparing the internet adoption, where no one believed in the internet, more or less the same from a Bitcoin perspective and an adoption perspective, where you can now see that the adoption of Bitcoin is growing at a rapid pace compared to how internet took off back in the day. Next up, and Mr. 100 just bought another 100 Bitcoin. Mr. 100 entity, institution, business, person, we don't know who this person is, still aggressively buying up the dips. Perhaps we should be following the smart money. Next up, GBTC weekly outflows slowing down significantly. And here you can see we've had some significant outflows from GBTC over the last couple of weeks, and now it's starting to dry up, giving Bitcoin that momentum here to the upside. Next up, just in, El Salvador releases new website that keeps track of the national Bitcoin treasury. I mean, I've never seen a government being so transparent in terms of their holdings. This is absolutely phenomenal. Well done, El Salvador. Leading the crypto industry. Okay, small country, but yet so powerful. Next up, money printers are starting up. Can you hear the hum? And usually when money printer starts printing money, that is really good for risk on assets like Bitcoin and the likes. And here you can see Japan at the moment is aggressively printing money to stimulate the economy. Next up, ETH just had a weekly close below its bull market support band, looking very bearish at the moment. Well, perhaps this is where we're going to get the bounce when there's a lot of fear in the market. Let's see how this plays out over the next 2 weeks or so. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin here together. Right, looking at the price of Bitcoin, I'm here on the 8-hour time frame, just looking at this entire structure since 23rd Jan up until where we are right now. Here you can see I've just plotted some liquidity zones. The liquidity zones in orange is not as high as the liquidity zone there in the red, where you can see that we're carrying the most of the liquidity above these highs, around about $74,000. We also have a decent amount of liquidity above these highs, around about $67,000, and then further down, which most people are still calling for here, around about the $50,000 area. Okay, looking at the structure, the one thing that I have noticed is that, well, we have to look at the data, and data says more liquidity lies above than below. So perhaps a little pump here to the upside is in order. Also, when I look at CVD from this pivot to this recent low that we've made here on the 1st of May, we are building up some massive bullish CVD on the larger time frames over here. And even inside of this local structure from this pivot to where we ended right here, we are building up some bullish CVD. Okay, so from this structure perspective, the target is this high over here, and perhaps that will be the moment where we come and claim this liquidity, and then the target between this pivot and this pivot is this high over here, where we could potentially come and grab the liquidity above here as well. So from a larger time frame perspective, there's still a bullish probability that perhaps we can still go up, go and claim the high, grab the liquidity before we see a deeper correction or continuation here to the upside. But I do like to see the bullish CVD building up on the larger time frame, also in confluence with more local bullish CVD. Will this be the structure that's going to take us to higher levels, claim the liquidity and the liquidity above? Only time will tell. As traders, we trade level by level with good risk management. Let's dive into the smaller time frames and see what's happening. Right, looking at Bitcoin here on the 1-hour time frame, we can see that we had a nice little bounce here in this area with the momentum that we're finding here to the upside. Also, we have just broken this long down sloping trend that I've got here. We have just broken out and currently consolidating and still finding a little bit of resistance here by the 786 level. So we're not out the woods just as yet. Okay, for bullish momentum to continue here to the upside, what I would like to see is us smashing through this high over here, right? Smashing through and then retest it as support for continuation to the upside. What I'm also noticing when I start switching on some daily levels over here, you can see in perfect confluence with the 0.88 taking a fib from the highs to the lows, we also have a daily level. So we're not out the woods just as yet. For bullish momentum to continue here to the upside, what I would like to see is us perhaps break through this daily level successfully with high volume, retest it as support, also claiming this high for continuation here to the upside. At the moment, you can see we're struggling here by the 786 level. So there's also still a possibility that we can SFP from this daily level and then find continuation here back to the downside where we perhaps bounce on on the trend for another bounce and an attempt to the upside, or we break back down inside of trend, showing the weakness and for momentum here to the downside, where we will see how we react at this daily level that has been providing support the last 2 days or so. Okay, losing this daily level could mean that we're either going to tap the 0.618, which is just below this low that we've made over here, claiming all the liquidity below these lows, and then further down, this is the level that really looks good from a trading perspective, is when you take a fib here, like I've explained yesterday during my live stream, from the low to the high. We have perfect confluence here, a daily level 786. If we do not successfully break through here and we SFP perhaps from this daily level over here, there is still a chance that this will be the bouncing area for momentum here to the upside. I also like that I do see some nice green volume kicking in here. Okay, so we just need to maintain this upwards momentum. I would like to see this 1 hour candle that we're busy with right now, where we've got about 22 minutes left, and I would like to see the body of this candle close outside of this trend, and perhaps a small little SFP here, a retest and continuation, or we fall back down, getting acceptance back below the trend. Thank you so much for watching, legends. I have finally made the tutorial on bluffing and also the settings related to copy trading. Go check out this video right now, and until the next one, cheers for now.